Making money on Airbnb is shockingly easy if you think like a content creator. Most hosts are stuck in the wrong game, investing more money, larger properties, more expensive amenities, more expensive photographers. None of that actually moves the needle. What actually makes you millions of dollars on Airbnb are the same techniques that makes content go viral. And this is all you, my content friends. Your ability to capture attention and convert that attention is how you make money on Airbnb. If you know how to create just even a little curiosity, you already have what it takes to be a top 1% Airbnb earner. And yeah, you don't have to buy a property to do Airbnb. That's like the least interesting part of this conversation, but we'll cover that at the end in case you're new here. My name's Sean Rakicic. I have over 150 properties, over 50,000 stays. My students have generated billions of dollars in revenue, and I am a painfully average creator. But I still have Airbnb listings with over a 70% click-through rate using the same exact viral mechanics that content creators use every single day. Child's play. In this video, I will show you how easy this is by showing you what you're already doing in content and how you can apply it in the Airbnb space, instantly go viral on Airbnb and start making millions of dollars a year, just like I do as an average content creator. Like and subscribe, maybe. That's what an average content creator would say. A good content creator wouldn't break character to grab coffee, but let's go. The first thing that you do that real estate people don't do is that you obsess over content. You live on the platforms that you create on. Real estate investors and Airbnb hosts, they don't pour through the Airbnb platform looking for the best listings and asking, why is this one doing so well? How can I improve my content? They don't do that. Did you know that Airbnb considers everything on their platform content? They have a content policy. Airbnb listings are content. Airbnb says so. If you want to have the best listing or the best content, you got to go find what's working. And that leads to number 2. You're willing to steal. The best artists absolutely steal. And it's no different in the Airbnb space. Airbnb listings perform with a thumbnail, which we call a hero photo, and a title. That's 96% of the real estate that you get on the platform. And look at the layout on Airbnb. Doesn't it look a lot like the YouTube platform? And if you want to make a massively awesome YouTube video, like Cody Sanchez, you would steal the thumbnail idea from the little guy that went viral too. Even the biggest YouTube players are stealing from the little guy when the little guy has a winning idea. So you're already top 1%, by the way. If you research your competition, like you do research content, and you steal from the very best, you can recreate a listing that's the very best. See, the reason why Airbnb is so easy is because it's real estate related. It moves so very slowly. And once you have a winning listing, it's hard for somebody to knock you off. Where content, ideas crest and they die pretty darn quickly. So you have to come up with new ideas. If you steal a winning idea, you're probably good for years. But let's say things do move quickly because sometimes Airbnb changes the algorithm or customers change or whatever. You, as a content creator, you make your bread by doing something new every week. You're used to change. You're used to the activity. Let me give you an example. This listing that has 72% click-through rate, I have a few other listings in this building and look at these percentages. Nowhere near the good one, right? What would a real estate investor say when they see these numbers? Well, that's a trick question because a real estate investor doesn't look at this page anyway. They're not looking at their click-through conversion. They don't understand it. But a good real estate investor who finally finds this page, they may come to the conclusion that they need to change their hero photo. But that's as far as they think, don't they? You, as a content creator, would ask why. Why is the red room doing well in the same building where the purple and brown room aren't doing so well? And this, my friends, is your 4th biggest advantage. You are willing to test, to trial and error, to put a thumbnail up for a week, see how it performs, reshuffle around your listing, take new photos, try a new thumbnail, see how that performs. You are totally down to iterate because you know the value of swinging for the fence. And this type of rapid testing and rapid improvement is how you get to the top of the Airbnb algorithm. And once you're there, like I just said, the real estate sleepies, they're not going to compete with you. They're not even trying. They don't know to try. By the way, my friends, I've taught Airbnb for 8 years on this channel. Everything's free, like how to pick up a property, how to clean the place, how to send guest messages, how to do pricing, all of it. It's all free here. The stuff that we're talking about right now is this kind of new sauce that I'm super interested in, and it might be the most important thing on the planet right now. So if you already know this stuff, the water is super warm, like a bubble bath. You can just get into the Airbnb space and kill everybody. And you can learn for free right here on YouTube. And when I told you that you don't have to own a property, there are multiple ways you can do Airbnb without buying a property. One's called rental arbitrage. One is called co-hosting. If you're interested in rental arbitrage, I will leave a playlist right here. But otherwise, here's a video sizing up the industry so that way you can kind of get a vibe for what's going on here. Trust me, it is kind of a vibe. Thank you for watching this video to the end. I'll see you on the other side.